Hey YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to do the perfect prime rib. It's really not all that difficult, so I really hope you give it a try. Stick around and I'll show you how to do that. Alright guys, let's get right on into making our prime rib. I bought a beautiful piece of meat here. It is 4.5 pounds. We actually have a butcher not too far from us, so we decided to make the trip to get a very nice cut of meat. And actually, prime rib was quite expensive, but we lucked out. This was $6.99 for a pound for the bone in. It's a little bit more than I would normally spend on meat. However, we were planning on doing this for our anniversary. But we got snow, well, it wasn't even snow, it was an ice storm on our anniversary. So we had pasta instead, which was fine. But I wanted to show you how to do some prime rib in case you were interested in doing that for your Christmas season. So let's get right on into it. Like, you put your prime rib fat side up, so the bone is on the underside of my skillet. You're going to want to take your roast out of the fridge for about a half an hour, 45 minutes, so it kind of has time to come up to room temperature. I don't know the science behind that, but I just know it works. You can put it in a roasting pan, in any kind of dish that's going to be oven safe. This one is just my skillet. It works fine for what I need. And to get started, we don't need to dry it because we're not browning it. We're just going to take 1 cup of butter softened. And to that I have 5 teaspoons of butter, or not butter, I'm sorry, garlic. It smells wonderful, by the way. I'm going to go ahead and add that to my butter. Start mixing it in there. We're just kind of making like a butter frosting for the prime rib. It sounds decadent because it is decadent. I think if you're going to have prime rib and spend all that money on it, you want to do it up right. Alright, and to that I'm going to add in this little cup, I put all my spices, so I'll tell you what they are. It's 1 tablespoon of thyme. Now I used fresh thyme. I believe you can use dried thyme, no big deal. I have 1 tablespoon of oregeno, 1 tablespoon of rosemary, 1 tablespoon of salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. I'm just going to add that to my mix. Keep on mixing it in, make my paste or frosting. It smells so good. I bet this would make a really, well, not maybe with the pepper, but make a good butter compound. You guys ever had those? Those are really nice to cook with. Maybe I should do some of those. Alright, once that's kind of all mixed in good, we're just going to take and start literally frosting our prime rib. I'm not drying it. I think it's going to be just fine because I'm not searing it. Now if I were searing this, I would definitely take a paper towel and kind of blot and make sure your meat is dry. But I'm not searing it, so I think that's a wasted step. But if you feel like you need to, go right ahead. I'm also not going to salt and pepper the actual roast, simply because there's salt and pepper in my butter compound here. And you just kind of make a happy little, sound like I'm channeling Bob Ross here. Happy little trees, no, happy little butter compound. And you're going to want to try to get it on all sides. Just kind of rub it in there. It's going to be worth it. If you don't like touching raw meat, this is probably not the project for you. Try to sucker somebody else into doing it because I'm telling you, this is delicious. As best you can. Things don't have to be perfect. I find that I do this a lot. If things aren't working out perfectly, like simply like a holiday, and I'm in charge of hosting the holiday and things aren't going right, like things are burning and things aren't cooked on time, and I don't know, I just get stressed out, and I'm working really hard on not getting stressed. If things don't go perfectly and according to plan and look picture perfect, that's okay. That's life, and I'm learning how to roll with it. And you guys should too. If this doesn't look perfect, it's still gonna taste good, I promise. Prime rib, if you just put salt and pepper on it and roasted it in the oven accordingly, it's gonna taste good. This is a good cut of meat. You're not gonna, it's not gonna go bad. All right. It's messy. I think gloves would have been a very good idea. Hindsight is 20/20, right? All right. It doesn't want to stick on there all that well, but it will. It will. I'll make it. I'll beat it into submission. All right. It's pretty well lathered. My hands are an absolute mess. But that is it for our first step, and I will bring you back as soon as I wash my hands for the next step. Okay guys, I was so excited to get that butter off my hand. I didn't realize the next step is literally just putting it in the oven. So what we're gonna do is place this in a preheated 450-degree oven for 15 minutes. Now once your 15 minutes is up, no matter how big your roast is, we'll put it in for 325 degrees Fahrenheit. We'll just turn our oven down, and it's 15 minutes per pound. So you'll have to do the math, however many pounds your prime rib is for 15 minutes a pound, until your internal temperature is at least 110 degrees. Now we like ours medium rare, so that's how I cook that. I'm kind of a firm believer that prime rib should be served medium rare. So I will bring you back when it's time to take this guy out of the oven. Okay guys, my prime rib has just come out of the oven, and it is, oh my gosh. I wish you could have that smell-o-vision where you can smell it. I'll try to get a close-up because this is, you need to look at this. This is deliciousness right here. Right in my oven. We are very happy. Okay, I have let it cook for 15 minutes per pound. For me it was 67 minutes, but you'll cook yours however many pounds yours is for the 15 minutes in the beginning at 450 degrees, and then turn your oven down to 325 and 15 minutes a pound after that. Once it's out of the oven, we're going to carefully cover it with foil. The pan is hot, so try not to burn yourself. Actually, before that, if you want to make gravy for this, that pan drippings, try to get that off of there, and then you can make your gravy, and that would be delicious gravy. So right now though, we're just going to cover this up. Get my pot holders here because that pan is hot. There we go. And we're going to let it rest for 20 minutes. The tin foil is to kind of keep it warm, but you want to definitely let it rest for 20 minutes so all those juices inside kind of redistribute. And actually it's still cooking, but just you don't want it to overcook it. So this is how you kind of prevent yourself from overcooking it. I'll bring you back when it's time to cut it up. Alright, my prime rib has rested for exactly 20 minutes. It is gorgeous. It smells like heaven. And we are going to cut into this bad boy and start eating and enjoy our late anniversary dinner. If you like today's video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And if you like it even more, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button because I don't want you to miss out on any new videos we plan on doing. I think this would be great for a Christmas dinner, New Year's dinner, you name it. It's just a Saturday night dinner for us tonight, but we will see you next time.